Hello everyone, hope you all are doing fine, and I'm very happy to say that this will be the concluding video of application of derivatives chapter, and only one concept is remaining, that is of absolute maxima and minima. This is the easiest concept that you can come across in the entire chapter, and it is very easy to understand and to make other people understand as well. All right, in this concept, two values in a closed interval will be given and one function will be given, and you have to find the absolute maximum and minimum values. That's it. So we'll do it with our very first example, that is example 39, and you will be able to just see that the concept is very easy and the concept will be cleared immediately with only one example. All right, so our function in our first example from NCERT book, that is 39th, is 2x cube minus 15x square plus 36x plus 1, and interval is given 1 comma 5. We will go step by step and you will see how easy it goes. Firstly, differentiate your function. You will get 6x square minus 30x plus 36. When you will simplify this, you will see 6x minus 3 and x minus 2, because you will take 6 as a common factor, and when you will factorize it by using the method of factorization, you will get two factors, x minus 3 and x minus 2. Now put f dash x is equals to 0. Yeah, most of the steps are identical. I agree to the first derivative test or the other things that we have done so far. So f dash x is equals to 0. You will get x is equals to 3 and 2. Clear? Because 6 will be 0 only, and x minus 3 will be 0, and it will give x is equals to 3, and when x minus 2 will be equal to 0, it will give us 2. Alright, so x is equals to 3 and 2. You don't have to do anything, just consider these two values and consider the end points of the given interval. So how many values are there? 1, 2, 3 and 5. These are the values because these are two critical points that we have gotten from our derivative, and this is the given interval. You have to consider the end points as well as the values which you have discovered by putting f dash x is equals to 0. So now satisfy or substitute these 4 points, these 4 values in your function only. That's it. You don't have to do anything else. So your function f of 1 will be 2 multiply 1 cube minus 15 multiply 1 square plus 36 multiply 1 and plus 1. After solving it, you are mature enough to solve this equation, I guess. So you will get 24. Now when you will substitute f of 2, you will get 2 multiply 2 cube minus 15 multiply 2 square plus 36 multiply 2 plus 1. After solving it, you will get 29. F of 3, 2 multiply 3 cube minus 15 multiply 3 square plus 36 multiply 3 plus 1. You will get 28. F of 5. What will you get? 2 multiply 5 cube minus 15 multiply 5 square plus 36 multiply 5 plus 1. What will you get? You will get 56. Alright, these are the 4 values that you have found. Now just see which is the minimum value. The minimum value is 24. Alright, which occurs at x is equals to 1. This is your absolute minimum value. The maximum value is 56, which occurs at x is equals to 5. This is your absolute maximum value. That's it, and this is absolute minimum value. Now you can see yourself how easy this thing goes and how easy it works. All right, so this was the concept of absolute maxima and minima only. Now I will make this concept more clear by using one more example. All right, so let's do that as well. This is our next example. Function is given 12x raised to power 4 by 3 minus 6x raised to power 1 by 3, and the interval is minus 1 and 1. So firstly, what will we do? We will find f dash x easily. We will get 4 by 3 multiplied by 12 and x raised to power 4 by 3 minus 1, and that will be 1 upon 3. Minus 1 by 3 of course the 6, and x raised to power 1 by 3 minus 1, that is minus 2 by 3. Solve it a bit. 3 4s are 12, that is 16. X raised to power 1 by 3 minus 3 2s are 6. 2 upon x raised to power 2 by 3. Clear? So now you can solve it further. Take the LCM as x raised to power 2 by 3, and when x raised to power 2 by 3 will be multiplied by it, the powers will be added and you will get x raised to power 1 only. So 16 x raised to power 1 minus 2, you will get 2 8x minus 1 upon x raised to power 2 by 3. This is the most simplified form of our first differential. Now put f dash x is equals to 0. You will see that 2 and this thing will be 0 only. You will get 8x minus 1 equal to 0 and x will be equal to 1 upon 8. One value is this and two values we will get from the interval. So x is equals to minus 1, 1 and 1 by 8. Now in your book they have taken x is equals to 0 as well. But why? Because in f dash x, see that when you put x is equals to 0, it becomes infinity, or it becomes a not defined kind of term. Alright, so that is why x is equals to 0 is also a critical point. That is why there are total 4 points. Minus 1, 1, 1 upon 8 and 0. So let's see what our function becomes. F of minus 1, you will get 12 minus 1 raised to power 4 by 3 minus 6 minus 1 raised to power 1 by 3. Now you know that 1 raised to power anything, it is 1. But what in case of minus 1? I will tell you. Now you can write minus 1 raised to power 4 and then raised to power 1 by 3. So minus 1 raised to power 4, it becomes 1, and 1 raised to power anything, it's 1. So we will get 12 only. Minus, now minus 1 raised to power 1 by 3, it can't be solved. So you can multiply it by minus 1 and then divide it by minus 1. Alright, so when you will multiply it by minus 1, the powers will be 1 by 3 plus 1, it will be 4 by 3, and it will again become 1. But here it is minus 1 in the denominator, so minus minus will be plus, and you will get 12 plus 6 is equals to 18. Now check at 0, 12, 0 minus of course 6 of 0, and you will get 0 only. Now check f of 1, 12, 1 raised to power 4 by 3 minus 6, 1 raised to power 1 raised to power 1 by 3. I'm sorry. Now 12 minus 6, that is 6 only. Now check f of 1 upon 8. 12 1 upon 8 raised to power 4 by 3 minus 6 into 1 upon 8 raised to power 1 by 3. Now you can see that when 1 by 8, 1 raised to power 4 by 3, it's 1 only. Now you can do 8, you can write 2 raised to power cube, and then cube will be cancelled and the 2 raised to power 4 will be there. So you will get 2 raised to power 4 is 16, 2 2s are 4, 2s are 8, 2s are 16. So 12 upon 16 minus 8 is 2 cube, so only 2 will be there, minus 6 upon 2. It's 2 3s are 6 and 4 4s are 16 and 4 3s are 12. You will get 3 by 4 minus 3. As a result, you will get minus 9 upon 4. So what is the minimum value here? That is this is your absolute minimum value, and it is at x is equals to 8. You have to write these things as well. All right. So, and what is the maximum value? That is 18. It is at x is equals to minus 1. That this is absolute maxima. Clear? This is how you can find absolute maximum and absolute minimum values very easily. All right, there is one example, that example 41st in your book. It is same as we have done the examples in our previous video of application of maxima and minima. So you can try example 41st yourself, and if you find any problem, any doubt while attempting that example 41st, you can contact me. You can DM me on my Insta ID, which is given in the description, and you can also use comment section. All right, so this was all for today, and we are done with application of derivatives. I'll be coming soon again with another video of another class. You can suggest me what class you want, what sums you want. All right, Thanks for your response. Thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to press the subscribe button. You can see that while teaching maths, sometimes mine shakes. So that's why don't forget to press the subscribe button and bell icon as well. See you in the next video. Keep practicing. Keep practicing till then. Don't worry, I am here. You can consult any query with me. All right. See you. Bye bye. Best of luck.